Next up, we have Karl Yu from HashCloak. He's going to give like an overview of some of the existing examples of additive schemes. Yeah, so Karl, take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Yashin, for inviting me to speak here. And my topic bring here is about additive polynomial commitment scheme. So actually, this is a refinement of polynomial commitment scheme with addictivity. So before we dive into addictive polynomial commitment scheme, we just begin with what is polynomial commitment scheme. Actually, basically, a polynomial commitment scheme is a set of algorithms which consists of setup, commit, and verify and the evaluation. In the first phase, as setup phase, this is a deterministic algorithm that outputs public parameters for committing to polynomials of degree D. So actually, you can see very schemes that leverage the low degree extension of a polynomial. This is useful because you can easily find that invalidity of your commitment by just a limited number of operations. So this is very useful. And the second phase is commitment. The prover commit his data to a polynomial, and this algorithm outputs a commitment to polynomial and an opening hint. And after the prover commit his secret value to the polynomial, the verifier can verify with all this public data by having access to it, and he can check the validity of this opening hint. And yeah, so the start point is KZG scheme. This is a polynomial commitment scheme that needs a trusted setup. A trusted setup is a so-called trapdoor that if this was leaked, the whole security of the whole scheme can be broken. So the commitments of KZG scheme is as follows. Yeah, so in terms of the evaluation proof that the KZG commitment scheme that is wait. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, so in terms of the evaluation proof in the KZG commitment scheme, that this relies on a theorem called a polynomial remainder theorem that you can this makes you that you can prove that you can verify that a given point in a polynomial that is actually equal to yeah, so actually this is for you can prove that you a point in a polynomial is actually equals to the given y. So actually in the evaluation phase that we verify this evaluation proof, we mainly use pairings. Pairings operations on elliptic curve is very costly. So there are many solutions to reduce the number of pairings operations in in all of these schemes. Right, so the pairing operation is mainly for checking the equality of two equations. And based on the KZG commitment scheme, there are many other schemes that so that is that as the variation of the KZG scheme, like the Bulletproof, that it makes use of inner product argument. The commitment in this scheme is as follows, and you can see that if we treat the coefficient of this commitment and if we treat this coefficient of this commitment and the generators separately, we actually can rewrite this as an inner product argument, which so everyone can compute these points by his own. So Bulletproof is transparent, and so from high level, the strategy to include problems into an inner product is as follows. Like, we encode the value that we want to prove in a given range into a big representation. Like, you encode 3 as 1, 0, right? So the one problem that we face is that we need to make sure that each bits of this representation is actually 0 or 1. So we need to construct a complementary vector that to assist with us. So you can see the details in Bulletproof, that how they to see the details of the construction of such a vector, and we combine all these vectors into a polynomial and later convert this into a single inner product. So as many other schemes that used to do, we need to blind the vectors that we committed to in order to achieve a zero knowledge property. So the second case that I want to bring here is DORY polynomial commitment scheme, which is transparent, post-quantum, and many other properties. This is this scheme is from vector matrix vector products, and based on the observation that given either the coefficient of function or its evaluations on Boolean hypercube, the evaluation of the scheme polynomial can be turned into a contraction of a specific tensor. And I haven't read these polynomial schemes too much, but the thing that the commitments to matrix is the combination of Peterson commitment, which is additively homomorphic, and if you are interested, you can read that. And the third case, and the third case here is Stark's integer. It's a dark scheme, right? So one key component of this scheme is integer encoding, that you represent a given function as a linear combination monomial basis, like that, right? So one limitation of such scheme is that you need to choose the value that you want to prove is not less than the p, which is the prime, which is the order of prime field, right? So to see the correctness of this equation, you can choose f of x like 3 multiply x to the third degree plus and you choose q that is not less than p, which is you can choose like if you choose f of x is equals to 3 like 3 multiply x to the third degree, you can choose q like like a 5, right? So actually the coefficient of these polynomials is so it's actually a modulus of the prime, right? So yeah, so like if you go through this, you can see the output value is equal to the concatenation of the coefficient of the given polynomial, right? So this brings us to homomorphism here, but we just skip out the monomial homomorphism and just focus on the additive homomorphism, which is like f of q plus g of q is equal to f plus g of q, right? So this only holds if we choose the value of q suitably. Right, so to sum up, the additivity of the polynomial commitment scheme is very useful, that we can evaluate the proofs efficiently, right? So commitment efficiently, and the one limitation of the dark scheme is that the add operation only works for a bounded number of operations that you need to choose q values you want to prove. A q point that you want to prove is no less than the order of prime field, right? Finite field. And yeah, so thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions for Karl? Karl works for HashCloak, and HashCloak is looking for research engineers. I just dropped the job description document in the chat. So if you're interested, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to Mikera and Karl.